Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a rather late night rendition of the Arkham Academy. It's 1 a.m., I'm having trouble sleeping, so I decided I'd try and crank one of these out. Unfortunately, we're not going to be covering Nightwing this time, because I wanted to cover auxiliary characters. And an auxiliary character is just anybody who's not a main character that you can play as in a Predator challenge. So, in this case, anybody other than Nightwing. In this case, Batman. So, universally, every auxiliary character has a a challenge that they all must do. From Harley Quinn to Azrael to Batman himself, they all must do the same thing in order to get a star on all the Predator challenges. In this case, take out all the sentry guns. And in the case of Batman, you gotta do it without being seen. So you gotta act fast. Once you've done that, get out of the way. That's not recommended, but it'll do. Next up, I highly recommend jam that guy. Make that gun explode, grapple over. Tag this guy just in case.
I'm sick of waiting here. You come find me when you're ready.
And have the cloaked guy come over to the body. You want the cloaked guy, the jammer, and at least one medic to come up and have a look.
Come on, buddy, wake up.
Wait for your moment. Smoke. And you're gonna want that because you want to take out the cloaked guy, the medic, and the jammer, and anybody else you really want to take out in one fell swoop in order to succeed. You're gonna jam this guy's resuscitation pack and focus on hunting down others.
Watch my back, boy. I'll keep watch. You need to wake up.
That's two guys down with the escalator, and we're gonna move. Now, once you have your 3 stars with Batman, you can totally freeform. I've decided to set up a little welcoming party.
What the hell? Man down. Where are you? Ground floor, middle of the room.
And once you've taken out everybody, you're good to go. My current time is 1:55. My current best time is 1:17. But here's the fun part. My original best time with Batman was 3 minutes. How did I manage to shave the time by at least half? I'll explain more in the SHAREfactory segment of this video. And here we are. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that this is one of those challenges where the constant switching of the AIs is a huge problem. And what I mean by that is that AI behavior is highly randomized in Arkham Knight, so there's a chance that things could go completely awry just because of the AI and how they did their thing. Now, because of that, I highly recommend multiple tries in order to get it. It took me 7 tries to get the final attempt that allowed me to record that episode, or this current episode. This, what you're about to see, however, is a 1 minute and 17 second run on the same challenge, mostly because the AI was a lot more cooperative. And when I say a lot more cooperative, I mean like, I'm pretty sure I get a 6-piece fear takedown in this challenge. I'll probably correct myself if I got it wrong, but I'm willing to bet that I did, because there's no way I could have shaved 45 seconds off of the time that I got in the most recent run in any other way. So, let's cut to the footage. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. I kind of faltered in the commentary a little bit. Again, still practicing. So there's a few things I want to note really fast right now. There's two guys up by the APC on the higher level. The jammer guy, who you want to jam in order to give you enough time in order to disrupt the other person's gun, and your hapless victim. Now, I recommend dropping down from that gargoyle instead of gliding over, because there's a chance that one of the guys up top will be able to catch you if you glide down, so not worth the effort. I also note that most of the time it seems like it's the medic on this side that alerts everybody, hey, sentry gun's out of action, and thus causes enemy movements to be largely randomized when they get into a nervous state. Grapnel up here is highly recommended, not the grapnel that I did before. Once you make the opponent's ears bleed, that's when things can get spicy. Rake the gun to explode, grapnel over to somewhere where it's going to set everything up all juicy, and then bada bing, bada boom. I use the REC instead of the smoke bomb because I use the smoke bomb to set up the big Predator takedowns. And when I say big, I mean, in this particular instance, I'm not quite sure why, but everybody ran over there, including the medic. So I set it up, and in a couple of attempts too, I've even gotten it where I've gotten 6 guys, and there are still 2 guys standing in the smoke cloud. So you can get up to 8 opponents in the optimal conditions that almost never happen into epic fear takedown territory. But you really only need to do the double here. And really, you can technically get away with just taking out Jammer Guy, the Cloak Guy, and the Medic, but it's a hell of a lot more stylish if you get the hat trick and some extras as well. Now, there's a couple of things you can do in order to set up really spicy takedowns. You can set up the electric generator down there in order to explode. You can cause the Medic's thing to go boom, or you can use the escalator trick. I've used the escalator trick to set up a double ground takedown, but here's where I fuck up. I go for the strike in order to go for the quickest time when I should have used a gadget, a batarang, or the back claw sooner. And that's how I got 117 on this challenge. Holy crap. And that's gonna finish up this video. Please let me know what you think of these first couple of episodes of the Arkham Academy, the pilot and this one. And if you guys really like it, I think I'll do more. And I will break down characters and gadget pools and challenge specifics. The things I wanted to do for Arkham City but totally lost interest in all the way back in 2018. It was technically 2018, not 2017 like I said in the last video. But at the same time, Arkham City came out in 2011 and Arkham Asylum came out in 2009, so I feel like I'm a bit late to the party. At least with 2015's Arkham Knight, I got 4 years instead of, almost 10. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you want to see more Arkham Academy goodness. And as always, don't forget to be awesome, folks.